What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the best Pokemon you guys can invest your Elite Charge TM, no Elite Fast. We're talking about Elite Charge TM today in all three leagues. So Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. Now this is not going to be a big list because I really wanted to condense it down for you guys to talk about the Pokemon that have the biggest impact right away on the current meta that we see in Pokemon Go Battle League. Now all of this information is drawn from pvpoke.com. If you guys do not know about this website, be sure to head over there. But we are going to go ahead and dive right in. Now you can head over to the rankings right here to check out the rankings of all the Pokemon, and you can also do at Legacy, and it's going to talk about it's going to list you all the legacy Pokemon that are available. Now, just because something is highly ranked doesn't mean that it's going to be worth using an Elite Charge TM, because you also need to think about what the current meta is, and that is how we're going to go about this video. Alright, the first Pokemon up is going to be Dewgong. This may not come as a surprise to a lot of veteran battlers here, but double legacy Dewgong, which is why we have the asterisks over there, because you're going to also need an Elite Fast TM, but we're talking about the Charge TM and why it's so important on the Dewgong. So, moveset of Ice Shard and Icy Wind, which is both legacy. And the reason why this thing is so strong is, one, you can beat Azumarill, two, you can beat Altaria as well. You can also beat Tropius and Umbreon and Skarmory. Look at those, the things that it can beat. It's absolutely amazing. Icy Wind applies that debuff to your opponent's attack, which makes Dewgong even more bulky. And the rarity of this Pokemon is very high. This was not a Community Day Pokemon. This was a 2016 Legacy Dewgong, which is why it is so rare. And we are talking about Elite Charge today, but just do know that Dewgong needs Fast and Charge TM. You're going to need Ice Shard and Icy Wind on this Dewgong, and then after that you can go for Water Pulse, or you can go for potentially triple legacy if they update Aqua Jet, which I don't imagine they would anytime soon, but Water Pulse would be the coverage move you want there as well. Next up we have Meganium. Now Meganium ranked 23 overall on pvpoke.com, but the reason why I would say it is worth using an Elite Charge TM on a Meganium is what it does to the meta. It breaks apart the Azumarill Registeel core, as we see right here. You can beat Azumarill, you can beat Registeel. That's because of your fast move being Vine Whip, which is very high energy gain, Frenzy Plant, which is the Legacy Community Day move, and then Earthquake, which provides you cover to Steel and Fire type Pokemon, and also Poison as well, which can beat Meganium, which is why the Earthquake is so crucial there. And then Frenzy Plant is the thing that you need to use an Elite TM on, and it definitely makes the list here for Great League for its ability to break the core of Azumarill and Registeel. And my final recommendation for the Great League for Elite Charge TM is going to be Last Resort Umbreon. I think as the season continues on, we are going to see a rise in Alolan Raichus, which are going to be very popular, and Umbreon can counter that pretty well because of its dark typing doing super effective damage, and it is a fantastic generalist and a great safe switch option. But the thing is, in order for it to be a safe switch option, you're going to need that Last Resort. Reason being, there's quite a few Pokemon that are going to be resisting those dark type moves, especially Azumarill, and you need that Last Resort to help out. It just helps round off this bulky Pokemon. Moveset you want to have: Snarl is a fast move, Foul Play, and Last Resort. Next up, we are going to be talking about the Ultra League. As we saw right there, this is a very condensed list because I want to give you guys the best options that I think are out there for Elite Charge TM. So Great League, Dewgong, Meganium, Umbreon, all fantastic choices. Dewgong, you need that Elite Fast TM as well. But now let's move into Ultra League. So Ultra League, right off the bat, there's two Pokemon that I would highly recommend that have done very well for me personally. I've climbed very high in the Ultra League with these guys. The first up is going to be Articuno. Articuno, because of the debuff or the nerf to Ancient Power, which is the ideal moveset we used to run, so Ice Shard, Icy Wind, and Ancient Power. None of that is Legacy. it did really well against the meta, but Ancient Power is nerfed and Hurricane now allows it to have better coverage. And I think it could have a great impact, especially in one key matchup, and that's going to be the Poliwrath matchup. Before that, you really couldn't handle a Poliwrath, but now with that Hurricane, it gives you that nice coverage. And Articuno is fantastic at countering the Charmers and the Giratinas, as well as the Grass, and it can also beat Swampert. So look at that list of what Articuno can beat. Giratina Altered, Swampert, Alolan Muck, Poliwrath, Venusaur. Those are all hyper meta Pokemon in the Ultra League, and I think an investment in Elite Charge TM for a Hurricane Articuno, if that's the route you want to go, is going to be a great use of that resource. Next up, we have Swampert. Now, Swampert has been one of the best Pokemon I have used in Ultra League. It is definitely attributed to a lot of the wins that I have gotten, especially climbing through rank 8 and rank 9 up to 2900 MMR in the Ultra League. That is due to Swampert. Swampert's moveset of Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake covers a lot of the meta, guys. You can handle Giratina Altered, you can handle Alolan Muck, Registeel, Charizard, and Snorlax. Now, fast move, you want Mudshot. Charge moves, you want Hydro Cannon and Earthquake. Hydro Cannon is that legacy move, and it's definitely worth the investment if you don't have one already, or you can wait until they re-release it for the end of year's community day, which they've done the last 2 years. Now we're going to take a look at the Master League. As Master League has a lot of great options for some legacy moves in terms of elite charge TMs, and we're actually going to take a look at the Premier Cup. The Premier Cup is going to be the new tournament kind of style where they've banned legendaries and mythicals in Master League towards the end of season 2. You guys will find out more information on that, and we'll do more videos about that when the time comes. But the first investment, I would say, if you do not have a Meteor Mash Metagross for Master League, it is definitely worth the investment. In Open Master League as well, it is very strong. It handles those Charmers, and it handles those Dragons as well. Plus, that Earthquake can also one-shot the Dialga in Open Master League, and it's also going to be one of the best picks for the Premier Cup. Next up, we have Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo is probably the most widely used Pokemon for the Elite Charge TM, and for good reason. Having Psystrike and Shadow Ball is phenomenal on a Mewtwo. You can utilize it for raids on like everything, and then on top of that, it gives you great coverage on the Master League meta. It's gonna hit like a truck, but you definitely need to build teams around it, but this is definitely a good option if you want a well-rounded pick. You want good Raider and good for PvP. Can't go wrong with a double legacy Mewtwo with Psystrike and Shadow Ball. And finally, we have Groudon. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this. This video is coming out before Groudon has Fire Punch. Fire Punch is going to be coming soon as an exclusive move with this month of May's events. So after it gets the move, you then could utilize an Elite Charge TM on a Groudon you already have maxed out. Why is it so good? Having a fast move of Mudshot with Fire Punch as a coverage / shield baiting move and Earthquake, it can defeat the meta. It can beat Dialga, Mewtwo, Machamp, Giratina, and Metagross. That is phenomenal. This is meta changing, and this will shake up the Master League meta because of Groudon having Fire Punch. So I personally am kind of leaning towards that Groudon, but I don't have a 100% IV one yet, so we'll have to see if I can pull 100 IV on my Fire Punch Groudon that I'll be getting in May. If I don't, I'll look to probably use an Elite Charge TM on the best one that I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. These are just my thoughts about what are going to be the best Pokemon to invest your Elite Charge TM in with the given meta that we see in the start of Season 2 and what we've seen in Season 1. Me personally, I already have Meganium, I have Umbreon, I have Swampert, I have Metagross and Mewtwo, so I'm looking to probably invest in either Articuno, Dugong, or Groudon. Dugong definitely though needs an Elite Fast TM as well. Articuno could be an instant upgrade, same with Groudon, so we'll have to play it from there with what I do. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to using your Elite Charge TM on, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.